Hello guys, we continue with our Hitfilm series. This is our 10th tutorial, creating a thumbnail. Thumbnails are like images YouTube use to present your video. Believe it or not, you can create this kind of thumbnails using the completely free Hitfilm Express. Through this tutorial, we will be creating thumbnails like this and this. We will apply features like composite shots, masking, adding plane layers, and many other things to create images, pictures, thumbnails. Like this. Let's get started. If you're watching this video from YouTube, remember, in the video description, you will always find a link to our full Hitfilm tutorial playlist. If you click on that, YouTube will take you to the complete tutorial playlist we are creating in Hitfilm Express. Let's come back. This tutorial will be split in 4 parts. First, creating a thumbnail from a picture. From a simple picture, we will add a text effect and a logo and we'll create a thumbnail. Later, we will be creating a thumbnail from a scene, from a frame of our video. So just drag a frame from a video, make a composite shot and apply any effect that you like. Then we will add a background image with a green screen effect to create a thumbnail, and finally, we will use the mask tool, the freehand mask tool, to extract a face from a picture and use it on our thumbnail. Let's get started. Let's open up Hitfilm. Create a new project. Go from the Home tab to the Project tab to adjust the project settings. As we're creating a thumbnail, make sure to use this width and this height. These are the right proportions a picture must have to be used as a thumbnail for a YouTube video. So, 1280 wide, 720 high. I prefer a low resolution. 720 pixels is okay. And let's start editing. And we go from the Project tab to the Edit tab. This is the Compositing workspace. Let's switch to the default. Click on this. Editing workspace. We'll go from compositing to editing. Click on editing. And this is the typical editing workspace, the Hitfilm interface. Now let's create a thumbnail from a picture, the simplest way. Well, let's go to import any picture you like this one. Open, comes to the media panel. Let's drag this to the timeline. Let's create a thumbnail from this. As we saw in our previous tutorial, it's as simple as clicking on options and then export frame, and Hitfilm will create a picture. This is already a picture. We want to add something interesting like shapes, text, YouTube logos, and some things like that. That will be visual effects. How we do that in Hitfilm? Well, as you remember, through composite shots. So, as we've seen before, let's right click on the clip, make composite shot, give it a name like picture, composite shot, and let's use picture 1 composite shot, okay? And let's go from click on workspace, from editing to compositing, as we always do anytime we wanna create a visual effect. Okay, we wanna add some text, shapes, and logos to this picture. Remember how to create text? Just click on this text icon, come to the preview window and draw a rectangle. And type something. I would like to type pretty girl. I can see it because it's in white. I select, go to this tab, text tab, and adjust its color. We all have seen this before. This is our 10th tutorial. Okay, pretty girl. It's too little. Thumbnails must have bigger letters. Let's select this, increase the size, click, like this. Pretty girl. Let's outline as we've seen before. Let's change this color to anyone we like this. Okay, pretty girl. Let's change this one to pink. Okay, it's that simple. Let's select this and increase the size. This way, pretty girl. Notice that at our timeline, the timeline of this picture 1 composite shot, now we have 2 assets, 2 elements. The picture of this girl, and now we have another element which is the new text, this one. If I click on this, it's highlighted and it's selected here in the preview window too. I would like to add another things, like a YouTube logo. Let's import that. Here in the Media tab, we click on Import, and let's find some picture I have downloaded from, like this one for example, YouTube logo 2, double click. Now we can select it and drag it to a timeline, like this. I would like to move to adjust the position of this logo. To do that, I must select it, the YouTube logo, and if I try to drag it right now, I could not because I have enabled the text tool. If I try, I will be just drawing a new text rectangle. Let's undo this. To move this, I need to enable the selection tool. Click on this, and now let's select the YouTube logo, and as you can see, the widgets, the arrows appear. Now I can drag it, position it, adjust its mistake, undo, YouTube logo, and let's adjust its size, like this. Position it better, and this is all. How to create a thumbnail. As we saw in our previous tutorial, I just have to click on the option tabs, and then export frame. Click on export frame. Hitfilm will ask me where I want to save the picture, the thumbnail, and what its name is gonna be. I'm gonna call this thumbnail 1, and I would like to save it at my desktop. Save this, and now if we look at our desktop, there is a new picture, this one. Double click on it to see it. It's just a picture. Thumbnail PNG, a photo. Let's close this. Right click on this, look at its properties, and it's a PNG file, a picture. You can use this kind of thumbnails anytime you're uploading any video to YouTube. You know how. Being already on YouTube, you just need to click on this arrow, upload, click on this. YouTube will ask you to select the file, click on this arrow, and select any file, double click to start uploading. So YouTube will be uploading from this web page. To use the thumbnail you have just created, you just need to click at this custom thumbnail icon. Click on this, and will be time to look for your brand new thumbnail. As you can remember, it's on desktop, and its name is thumbnail 1. Double click. Will start uploading of the thumbnail, and a few seconds later it will be done. To use custom thumbnails, your YouTube channel must be verified, but that's another thing. It is time to create thumbnails from frames of a video. Okay, we now want to extract a frame from a video to use it as a thumbnail. So let's import a video. Go to the Media panel, import, videos, and select one, like this one. Open, comes to the Media panel, you see it on the trimmer, select a part of the video, like this. This could be the setting point, going to trim it a little. We've seen this in previous tutorial. So I'm going to play it.
Oh my god, crucial. This is so smart, oh my god.
And then wait, let's lock us in here.
Oh my god, damn.
Okay, set a point, and drag this to the timeline. Okay, this is very important. Hitfilm will ask you if you want to change the editor sequence to match this clip. You have to say no. You want to keep the 1270/720 proportions, so say no. Zoom this a little. Okay, drag this to the beginning, and now it's time. You want to use any image of the video as a thumbnail and apply text and images and logos. That would be visual effects, so as you might guess, you need to make a composite shot. So right click on this, make composite shot. Let's call this thumbnail 2 composite shot, okay? And as we used to, go from the editing workspace to compositing. You can select any scene from this video. Let's preview this.
Oh my god, damn.
Every girl has a bit.
But I actually like the first scene. This one. Let's create a thumbnail from this. Well, I want to use this frame. I would like to add some text and maybe another image, like the YouTube logo. Let's add the logo. Let's import this. Go to Media, Import. Let's go to Pictures, and let's find the new YouTube logo, this one. Double click. I have imported to the Media panel. Now I can click and drag it to the timeline. Be careful. If you drag it below, I can see it. It's over here. I can see it. Why? Because here in Hitfilm, the elements, the assets in an upper track, like this picture, covers the assets in a lower track. So this picture is covering the logo. I need to click on the logo and drag it up like this. Now I can see the logo. I can position this over here, adjust the size as I like this, Position it again. Maybe it's too big. Let's drag its corner again. And maybe like this. Now I'd like to write something here. I want to add a text. I click to enable the text tool, drag a box, a rectangle, and type something. Click inside and type second thumbnail. It's too small, I'm going to select it. You remember what to do, click on text tab, pick another color, green maybe right, okay, maybe bigger, click, drag to the right, second thumbnail, okay, outline it a little bit in red, okay, second thumbnail. Let's increase this like this. Again, it's very important the order of the elements here in the timeline. If the text is at the bottom, you can see it because the picture will be covering it. So I need the text at the top, like this. Now let's add a new thing. As you can see, this is a text layer, this is a picture layer, the YouTube logo, and this is another picture layer, a media layer, that is the background picture. There are many kinds of layers. You can see it by clicking at this control. Click, this makes you select the different kind of layers you can use in a composite shot. Well, we know already what is a text layer. It's this one we have just used. Now let's use a new one, the plane. If you click on this, Hitfilm will ask you for a proportion. Let's use a small one, maybe 400, 200 height. Click on OK. And as you can see, Hitfilm creates a rectangle. So, the plane layers are essentially rectangles of a solid color Hitfilm creates. What can we do with a rectangle? Maybe not much, let's use some tricks. Let's enable the select button to drag it. Click on select. Now I can rotate it, I could position it like here. Let's increase the size, like this. This could look interesting at the corner, and let's make some adjustments to it. Maybe drop down arrow, transform. Let's adjust its opacity to maybe 10%, presenter, too little, 30 presenter, maybe more, 40 presenter, and that would be right. Now look at this. This can make things a little more interesting. This shadow can make the thumbnail interesting. Now let's drag the plane below the text and below the logo. Click and drag it like this. And well, this is all. We're just creating a thumbnail using planes, opacities, text, logos, and any scene from a video. You can also select another scene. For example, let's play this.
Oh my god, damn!
This could be another thumbnail. Let's adjust the size of this. Let's click on this. Second thumbnail. Enable the text button. Let's adjust the size. And let's increase the size. Text. And second thumbnail. That's alright. If you like this, you just need to click on the option tab and export frame. Hitfilm will ask you where. On my desktop will be okay. And let's call this thumbnail 2. Save it. And now let's watch our desktop. Now we have a new picture, a PNG file of 1280-720 pixels, just as needed for a thumbnail. Let's double click to open it. A simple PNG file, a simple picture you can use as a thumbnail for your YouTube videos. Let's make this thing a little more interesting. Let's use some background images imported from Google and some green screen. Let's go back to Hitfilm. Okay. Let's import a background image. Let's use import pictures, and I would like to select some background image I have previously downloaded from Google. Click on this and open. It's now in the media panel. As you can see, this background image is not 1280, 720 pixels, has another size. Let's drag it to the timeline, create a composite shot on this, right click, make composite shot, and let's call this background image 1. Okay, now we are the composite shot. Look, if we go to option and export a frame, Hitfilm will create a thumbnail with a wrong size. So we need to fix the size of this composite shot. How we do that? By this control, this cog, composite shot properties. You click on this and adjust its properties. The width should be 1280 and the height 720. Then click OK. Now you can work with this and Hitfilm will create a thumbnail of the right size. Well, let's use the green screen effect. Let's import a green screen footage like this one. Open, comes to the media panel, and I will drag it to the timeline. If I drag it below, I can see it, so I drag it up like this. I can position it as I want to, like this. I need to get rid of the green area. Remember how to do that? You just click on Effect, go for Presets, head for to the effects, and then pick green screen key. Click on this and drag it to the picture, like this. That is all. No more green areas. Let's adjust its size, make it bigger, position it as you want to, like this. And let's add some text. Click on the text tool, draw a rectangle, and type something like thumbnail 3. Let's select this, go to the text controls. Let's select another font like this. I like that. Let's try another. Like this. Let's increase the size, clicking, dragging. Thumbnail 3, very big. And adjust its color to pink. She's a girl, so let's select this, let's outline in green. Okay, thumbnail 3, and let's import a logo. Go to media, import, let's select the YouTube logo. It could be your logo or any logo. These are just examples. This is the old YouTube logo, let's use it. Open, let's drag it to the timeline like this. Let's adjust the order of the assets, of the elements here in the composite shot. The YouTube logo, I would like it to be behind the girl. Like this. Now I want to drag the logo and adjust its size. I need to enable the selection tool. To drag it, this one, no. The logo. Well, I just click here, YouTube logo. Now I drag it, like this. A little bit to the right, like this. And this could be a thumbnail. Remember, it's important to set the correct properties of the composite shot. 1280, 720. So, when you go to Option to export the frame, Options, Export Frame, Hitfilm will create a thumbnail of 1280, 720 pixels. Let's call this thumbnail 3, save it on my desktop, save, and let's look there. Now we have the thumbnail 3, and its proportion is 1280, 720, as needed. But remember, it was necessary to adjust it here in the composite shot properties. Well, now it's time to do something really new. Next, let's use the freehand mask, creating a thumbnail. Let's download the background image from Google. Go to Google and type background image, press enter, images, and pick one you like. I like this one. Let's click on this, right click, save image as, and let's call it background image 5. Save this. And now we're going to use this background image. Let's close this and come back to Hitfilm. Now, we want to make a new composite shot to create a new thumbnail. We open the editor to create a composite shot and click on New Composite Shot. Click on this and let's call this Freehand Mask Composite Shot. Click OK. Let's look for the background image we have just imported. Media, Import, and it's this one, background image 5. Open and watch out. It doesn't have the right size. So when you click and drag it to the timeline, be careful to adjust the setting of this composite shot. You come here to Composite Shot Properties, click on here, and adjust it to 1280, 720. Okay? Now let's import an image to mask it. Import, and let's find something like this one. Double click to import, and then drag it to the timeline. Now below, over the background. Like this. I need it to be bigger, so click, transform, and scale to 1200, press enter, maybe 350, press enter, like this. I would like Katy Perry to be over here, but I need to get rid of this blue area. Well, we can use some kind of tricks using Hitfilm to get rid of this, but let's use a tool we have used before, the freehand mask. So until now we have two elements, the background image, this one, this pic behind, and over it, the Katy Perry picture. To work in this, I would like to disable the visibility of the background image to focus in Katy Perry. I can do that by clicking on this eye, the eye of the background image, click, and now I can focus in only Katy Perry. You remember how to do this? Use the freehand mask. You just click on this, freehand mask, click, and start clicking around the picture you want to cut. This way. You can also do around the picture. Another, let's drag this. Let's click over here. And this is all. Now we have enabled the background image. By clicking on this side, I can see the effect I have created. There are some controls you can use to the mask. Look at this. If you click on here, click on the donut arrow, shape, expansion feather, and many things. This makes this interesting. Look at feather. Looks like Katy Perry is shining. I like that. We have just used the feather. Well, this is all. So you can have some controls applied to the mask. And now it's like if Katy Perry is shining over this background image. Of course, let's add some text. Click, drag a rectangle, type something like Katy, select this, text control, increase its size, let's outline this, in blue, okay, bigger, like this is okay. I would like to rotate this. I need to enable the selection tool, and I can rotate her name, like this, Katy. And let's use one more thing. I would like to outline the complete thumbnail, the complete picture in pink. How can I do that? There are several ways. This time I'm going to create a plane. We have just learned how. It will be like a piece of paper over it, covering everything. And then I'm going to mask it. Look at this. Let's add a new layer. New layer, plane. I would like it to be at the same size of this picture, so 1280, 720 pixels will be okay. But the color of the plane, this time I would like it to be pink. Okay. Okay. And now the plane is covering everything. If I disable the plane, the picture, enable the plane, covers everything. I need it over because I want to do this. I would like to use the rectangle mask. Click and then draw a rectangle like this. You see? Okay. So this will be the mask. I'm going to invert it. So this will be in pink and the inside area will be transparent. Well, let's see the mask controls. Click on this, masks, and then we need one. This name is invert. You can see it here. But remember, these controls are also these ones. I don't know why, but here, in this area, Hitfilm will show you the option to invert the selection. When I click here, what is now transparent will become pink, and the pink will become transparent. Look at this, invert. That is how. Remember, this is the original mask, and this is the inverted mask. So, as you can see now we have a background image, we have a picture, with the freehand we mask that picture, then adjust the feather, add some text, we add a plane, use the rectangular mask to mask the plane, and then invert that plane to get this look. So we have a background image, the Katy Perry picture, the text, the new plane. Let's add a logo to keep the tradition. We have many have imported before, like this one. Click and drag it. Like here. I want to adjust its size. I need to enable the selection tool, and then I would like it to be short this time, like this, and drag it to the corner. You too, maybe bigger, like this. So this is your thumbnail. Go to options, export frame, give it a name. Thumbnail 4 will be okay. Save it on my desktop. Save. Let's go to our desktop and you will find the thumbnail 4. Its size, the proper size, 1280, 720. Let's open this, double clicking. And this is your thumbnail you have just created. Unbelievable, but using only Hitfilm Express. There's a lot of other things you could apply to creating a thumbnail using Hitfilm. But I would like to keep this video to the features we have used before, like text effects, masking, creating composite shots. The only new thing in this tutorial was the plane layers and inverting mask. So if you want to create a thumbnail, don't worry if you don't have Photoshop, you can use Hitfilm Express. See you in our next tutorial.